Should old acquaintance be forgot in days of old lang syne?
Hello, Happy New Year. Come on in and grab a seat.
We have a very special soap inspired by the flappers of Chicago from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet. Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on the verge of 2024,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, it's good to see you. And this is Elaine Stritch from Goldilocks on Broadway. And for our mention today, y'all, with Christmas coming around, my dad usually puts some money in our account. And if we want to ask for something, we can. And of course, this year, my mama is not doing so good. And it'll be here probably last Christmas. So I asked for an heirloom razor, a razor that we can show on the show, part of our new hobby that I can pass down maybe to my sister's kids someday and that kind of thing and stay in the family. And because I found one that the handle looks exactly like my dad's wedding ring. Now, when my mom got Alzheimer's, she threw it away. There was a phase where she threw away everything precious and we didn't notice. And so, yeah, she threw it away. However,
we luckily found this.
This is the Wagner handle on the Overlander razor by Chris at Carve Razors. And look at that handle.
Hopefully you can see the
little
design
triangles. That's exactly what my dad's wedding ring looked like. So I'm
super
grateful just to have that. But y'all, I had my first shave with it this morning.
Merry Christmas to you.
Insane. Incredible. The feel of the blade in this was my friend. And not to put too fine a point on it, but I'm still a newbie. So the razor's my friend and the blade isn't. That's still kind of how I feel. This was the first time that this razor made that blade feel like my friend. And I don't know how to better say it, but I got no nicks from it. It just opened one of the little things that I already had cut myself. And I could just do places and passes and curves that I couldn't do with the other razors yet. So, take a look at the Overlander from Carve Shaving up
and he was so
Canada.
Sweet to do a custom order and get everything ready for you.
He did it right kind of the last minute for Christmas and stuff. So, hey, buddy, to say that I'm charmed is an understatement. Thank you, Chris. This is a work of art, and it will be in our family for a very long time. Thank you. And y'all, so anyway, that's what it looks like. And I'm just waiting for this to grow out again so I can play with it again tomorrow night. So, but y'all know what that's like.
It is funny. We started our show for the shave soaps, the show. And
I was going to be one razor forever, Henson and Dye. And now
clearly you'll have one.
It's okay.
We get it.
So Sloppy was right. But that's okay. What is soap today?
I don't even know if I know how to say it correctly, but it was one of those ones that came out and we were hearing like, oh, this is one we might have to
Yes, people who knew we were fans of Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements were like, save a little dough for the weekend after Thanksgiving because there are some 24-hour releases that just go off like fireworks and you got to grab them if you want them. So this was one of those. And I think this is one of the first ones. Was this the Black Friday one? I think it was.
I think so. We might have to read, but I just remember seeing the email and being like, is this another one? Yep, we got to get it.
So it was created years ago for a meetup that was happening in Chicago, and it was sort of an homage to a bit of Chicago, which we'll get into a bit later.
Some of the flappers there or something.
But that kind of PAA soap are my favorite kinds of PAA soap, so I grabbed it immediately, and I'm so excited. Let's meet the soap. All right, so this is from the sales page at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
All right, this baby is simply a mystery dating back to 2016. For any of you that have had the chance to visit the, quote, Windy City in the spring or summer, you may have caught a whiff or two of a mysterious scent on the breeze. Then it's gone. Sweet, whimsical, familiar, and yet new. This is Tamanu Noir.
That's right, folks. This was originally the official scent of one of the earliest Chicago meetups. During its first release, we passed it out for free, and there were 8 different labels, all based on Chicago's colorful past. Following this gathering, word got out, and folks demanded its release to the public, which we did. During this release, we had 4 different labels to choose from. Out of all the labels, people really fell in love with our Flapper Girl, Ghost of Molly label, and chose that one the most. Being about 7 years later, we thought we'd give the old gal a makeover and send her into the future. Available for one day only, so don't miss her. And this was for Small Business Saturday. That's what it was.
There we go. Okay. We knew it was that whole weekend. There was a lot happening, clearly.
So a whiff of something in Chicago. I mean,
Interesting. You were there.
I have spent some time in Chicago. It's a whiff of Wrigley Field. It's a whiff of Lou Malnati's pizza. Go to the one on North Wells to get your pizza. It's a whiff of the gallery that holds the Seurat painting. It's everything.
Wow.
And I don't know what this is going to smell
But it's called the Windy City, so I get it. Like, if certain wind patterns take different scents,
and I'm
you just
kind of
go,
hoping that this is a little bit of a smell of like a speakeasy or
Right,
something
that'd be
because of the label
fun.
and the
Yes.
flapper and stuff. So New
I'm
Year's
intrigued.
Eve was the perfect choice to do this episode, and
Is it
I'm
time?
excited. Let's unbox it, see if we got our hollow label.
There was a few that came in this box, but we are finally down to
I
the
think,
last one.
did we get all of the 24-hour releases this weekend?
We may have missed one, but I think we did pretty good.
I think we did. I think we got them all. We can check.
We'll have to check.
Okay, so we have not checked this one yet. This is, we got the splash in the white foamy paper. Okay, let's see. Cross your
Let's
fingers.
see. We had one that was
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh.
I don't want to alarm you, but if you are one of the first 50 people to
Mm-hmm.
purchase a set, it does come with a limited edition hollow label. Y'all
look
gotta
at
love
how
the hollow label. This is Molly the Flapper Girl, everybody. Oh, look
Ooh,
at that.
hi, Molly. Nice to meet you.
Oh, I'm so.
Oh, look, she does. She has like a Futurama, like
Does she
little.
wink if you do? Kind of.
But she has like a little headset going on. See,
Oh, you. Oh,
that's the future.
you wouldn't have that in the 20s.
I think that's what they meant.
Douglas, maybe there's a cube hiding on here somewhere.
I'm sure.
Before she gets away, I think we should have a first impression. I want you to go first because, y'all, to be perfectly honest, I have no idea what this could possibly smell like
Really?
except some magical whiff of something in Chicago, which is a magical city.
I'm curious.
Magical
I have not been there yet.
Okay, let's see.
Really?
I gotta watch your face. Let's see. Oh.
It is. Hi, you smell it too?
Oh, does it have peppermint or cinnamon? Because
No.
she wakes up for those.
No, but there's like a candied fruit or something,
Oh.
like or dried fruits, maybe it's something in there. And then you said speakeasy, and I do get something in the background that's like a spice or something. I don't
you?
know. See what you get.
I don't know why, but I'm kind of hoping this is a distant cousin to like Planet Phoenix.
Oh, that era.
Oh, I love
Interesting.
Planet Phoenix. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here.
It's a little prettier for sure. But let's.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, that's a pretty girl.
It is right. Come on, Molly has
Here we
it
go.
saying here. Mhm.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's definitely more on the feminine kind of side ish. Is there apple? There's dried something, a dried fruit. Oh. Now you can see why people wanted them to bring it
Y'all.
back because
Y'all, just before I dive into this, I gotta tell you, this is hitting me in those places where I live. This is rocketing to the top of the favorites list, and I don't even know why yet. Whoa.
I'm really glad we got the splash because there's things in that I'm like, huh, what?
Okay, let me just start. Okay, yeah.
Right?
Okay, so like dried peaches, dried
that what it is?
apricots,
Peach- yeah, it's
dried
something.
cranberries, some dried fruits. Okay, hold on. Wait, please hold.
But they're very fresh fruit.
Nothing's like prominent. Nothing's jumping out as
No.
the center of this. So I'm just going to give you some of the characters in this, right?
Yes, because that's where I kind of was with my first whiff or two.
Something a little bit woody.
Yes,
So a little bit of a cedar, a little bit,
it's like a spice or something too, right?
and then like a nutmeg, like
Yeah.
a something beautiful in there to spice it up. And then a flower.
Did
Some
the Flapper Girls, did they have those
gentle-
long, like, cigarette extender
Yes,
things?
yes.
Is there
And
any
then
of that?
maybe a little resin or just something just to bring it together in a mysterious way.
Yeah, mysterious is a good word. There's a few things I don't think we've smelled before in here that are very hidden near the
So
back.
one of the questions I usually like when I'm watching a review that I wonder, do I know anything that smells like that? So first of all, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I get a tiny bit of like peach
Right.
off the top, I guess.
It's peach, apple,
But
it's something
like,
zesty.
y'all, this is a scent that's going to hit you in like one big hug, and nothing in here is like something you know. You got to go down to the basement to start discovering how they built it.
I don't know how it can be so playful and mature at the same time.
Right. And there's something at the beginning that just makes me want to hush. And then as soon as it takes a right turn, it's no longer gourmand.
No. That's what I mean. It's spicy. I was trying to picture like where she'd hang out. Like I feel like there's something like a little more of the spice. There's something in the background that I don't know what that is.
And there's something very warm and there's something very cold in this. Because think of Chicago. Mm-hmm. Chicago is defined by those extremes. It's the windy city when it's not crazy cold, right?
Yep.
So, that's what I love about this. Oh, God, this is gorgeous.
Okay, do we see what happens in a lather to see if it helps us?
Yes, and we do have something hiding in a special foamy pepper. And as we learned with Kira Tamati, it could be really different in the splash and the soap.
Right.
Oh!
You never know.
So let us build a ladder with this.
I'm busting out my Star Whisk brush here.
Star Whisk brush and our Vanillay honeycomb bowl from Monica.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Pretty cool. A little bougie while we're at it. Mm-hmm.
For those of you who are new, this is a continuous water sprayer, but in the hobby, they have sort of given it this little nickname of a bougie sprayer. And so we all call it a bougie. And you just need the equivalent of 10 or 12 drops of water. Phoenix is a little bit of a thirsty soap, but it will let you know how you're doing. It will tell you if you need a little more water. It'll tell you if you need a little less. I'm so glad this smells like this. I was hoping this would be sort of complex and mysterious.
It is, but it's so different. Again, we just did all those holiday and seasonal ones. It's fun to have.
What is that? Like, I remember my uncle once. He made a balsamic peach reduction.
Ooh.
And, you know what peach is. Of course, it's in your fruit cocktail at preschool. But when you taste your uncle's peach reduction, I mean, yeah, it's peach. But, he's a gourmet chef. So everything else going on in there is going to be, designed to pair together to make your brain just explode. And that... He started, I think, with some dried fruits, like some peaches and some apricots.
But just wait. Now if you get a whiff of this. I don't know what that is, but it's wonderful. It's very refreshing.
Oh, and a sophisticated edge of a little cologne in there, too.
Right. It kind of turns perfumey
Maybe
at the end
a little musk in there.
I mean, I'm just assuming because it's Molly, but it doesn't have to be that feminine. But I do get a little floral something.
Just sweet and inviting and playful and so friendly. This is a friendly
I gotta say, yeah, I do get a little perfume-ish at the end.
Yes. Cleaner. Mm-hmm. Almost like a magical, like when you walk into a hotel lobby that's freshly painted with fresh carpets and all that, that brand new classy place smell.
But it's blended much better after we whipped it up.
Like you're holding a party in that brand new hotel lobby. There you go. Mm-hmm. I'm putting my flag in here. This is a brand new renovation of the Palmer House lobby in Chicago. And they're having a cocktail party.
Maybe it's New Year's.
That's what it is for me.
Maybe.
Yes.
It's a New Year's party.
And there's fruits and nuts and snacks and you smell the beautiful colognes and you smell the beautiful place where you are. That's this. Oh. This is New Year's at the Palmer House for me. Oh.
Okay. Do we bust this?
Yes, we're gonna go into the foamy paper. It's the same. Okay. It's just not the hollow label. Ooh, perfect friends.
Oh, yes.
Hi, my name is Molly, and I am here to dance for you.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, look at the cloudiness of that.
Ooh, it really
aftershave.
is.
Sometimes I think that means menthol, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know.
All right, let's see.
Either way, she's awake for this. You like
you.
those smells?
You live in there.
Happening.
Oh. Woo!
Yeah? Oh, I just got a whiff of something.
I mean.
Oh, what is... Yeah, see, now I get the old flapper
time. Hold on, this is different. Put that on your face. Douglas.
It's. You said you wanted it to be like Planet Phoenix, how it was like a time warp somewhere.
No, this is very different. Get that out of your head. This is the opposite Planet Phoenix. However, the one thing that it does share is that when I smell Planet Phoenix, part of my delight is that I haven't a flippin' clue to this day what Planet Phoenix smells like, but I know I love it in my soul. This, I don't want to know. No, I don't want to know what the exact scent notes are. I don't want to know. You know why?
Right.
This balance is so beautiful.
It's so true.
This balance is so beautiful. It might be like finding out that there's anchovies in my mom's spaghetti sauce. I don't want to know that.
Nope.
I don't want to know that because it tastes so good. Look, she can't stop looking at my hands, and
too.
usually she doesn't.
She doesn't. What is it, Lanny? What is in there?
Tiny bit of powder, tiny bit of a benzoin something.
That's something new. I totally feel like in the splash, this is exactly what the flappers would be wearing. Like
Right.
whatever that time warp is.
Right. I just love where this has taken me, and I love that it's so new that I don't want to know what the set notes are.
Yeah.
So let's look at the set notes. So we actually looked this one up because we got to start somewhere.
Well,
So
yeah, I'm curious because I'm getting like a caramely, nutty kind of thing.
and that makes sense. So according to the good folks at Google, Tamanu is deep, earthy, and nutty
yeah.
with a light note of weirdness that's hard to place.
No wonder we were like, what is that? We can't figure it out.
Yeah, but you know what, though? The weirdness... Hold on. Let's have a grown-up conversation. There might be a little weirdness to Tamanu oil, but I will guarantee you that the other set notes we're about to read are going to not only balance it out, but bring out its best qualities so that weirdness is probably gone. Y'all.
Right.
So this is not a little bottle of Tamanu oil, okay? This is a Douglas and Fran PAA scent. So there is magic applied. So I bet there is a little weirdness, but I bet they use it to make whatever is intriguing about this even more intriguing. If I could choose one word to describe the smell, it would be nourishing.
Interesting.
Whoa, that's cool. The double whiff. Yeah. Wow. Like not in a
dry
medicine-y way, but just like in the way when I get a sunburn, my Nana would go out and actually pick the aloe and the stuff that would actually help. I wonder if this is like a natural oil that does help.
There was something else that we had that had more of like an almond oil or something like that too. And
A
they're
bitter
not the
almond,
same.
right.
Yeah, bitter, but I can see how they're kind of in that same category. I get like a caramely hit to it.
And
also.
I love the weirdness. You know why? Because it speaks to me of travel. Every time you travel, it's going to be beguiling and amazing and a little weird because it's not where you live.
Right,
Like,
it's new
what
to
do you
you.
mean? You say online, not inline? What is wrong with you people? No, I'm not online for a biscuit.
No.
Like, so yeah, it's that. So I think that weirdness is just so beguiling because for me, it's just that little hint of you're somewhere else. You're somewhere different.
Right.
Where are you?
And I, even just from the label, you know that it's kind of like a flapper era. It's not supposed to be necessarily today.
Right. So now back to the Phoenix scent notes. What else are in here besides the Tamanu oil? We've got
Coriander,
love it.
amber.
Yeah.
I do.
See?
Even just the tint of the
Yes,
label.
that's what is starting to balance out. I bet the Tamanu. Tonka, juniper. Oh, interesting. Bay laurel. So y'all, let me repeat this. This is not a bay rum. This is not a bay rum. This is not one of Douglas's bay rums. But bay laurel is in here.
I wonder what that is exactly.
But I think that's really cool because there's someone who
Yeah.
is so awesome at bay rums to use a bay, but it not be a bay rum. There's a special reason. And then what's this next thing?
Copaiba balsam, which I feel like we have heard maybe once before.
Right, but it's a fur. It's a little bit of a
Right.
fur, and I definitely get that.
And that's like flashers would flappers would wear the furs kind of a lot too.
Well, flashers wear furs too, but then they unzip down the.
But you can kind of see in the picture, like I feel like she's wearing like a little fur
Right,
vest
yeah.
thing. Okay,
And then lavender hydrosol. So that means that in the aftershave, it's actually the water that the lavender releases as the essential oil is being extracted.
And that might be why it's a
Very
little
cool.
cloudy too. And then there was one more. There's rose water as well. So there is that
water.
little hit into it.
And then, just some like adjective set notes.
Right.
Earthy, sweet, nutty.
I got the nutty. Mhm.
Did I say powdery?
You did.
Did I say powdery? And here's the right word of all. Addictive.
It's also
Yo.
a super sought after classic that people have been begging for a return.
Yo.
We get it. We get it.
Let's have a grown-up conversation. I covet the 3 or 4 scents in our cabinet that don't smell like anything I could tell you. Like, I don't know. Even Old Spice, I can say that smells like my grandfather. Like, there are things I can relate that to. But Planet Phoenix, Tamanu Noir, like, this is why I'm in the game. Because when I smell this, it is such its own thing that the second you start applying set notes to it, something breaks in the spell. Something's gone because you have preconceived notions of those scent notes. This is so different. That's what I love most is when I'm on my walk and I smell this. Sure, it has some sweet, nutty earthiness to it,
Right.
but what's it smell like? This. This is the only thing that this smells like. It doesn't take my brain anywhere else other than maybe because of the sales page, Chicago and the flappers and that kind of a thing. And that's what I love.
The only thing my brain can even sort of get that's in a similar lane is a really, really expensive maple syrup.
Oh, interesting. You take a little maple in
My
there.
brain, like, that's all it can try and figure out.
Right.
You want bites too.
You want
bite
to
it.
clam it? And you know what? Now that I know the password, let's go a little deeper into this speakeasy. Walt sent me. Okay, because like a speakeasy, ready? It is super classy and naughty.
Yeah.
At exactly the same time. You've got a bunch of high-level professional grown-ups.
Yep.
Who are also breaking the law to drink a whiskey sour together. I mean, speakeasy was that magical time where there was like party and denial and celebration and America and everything that kind of wrapped up into the sneaky
that little
Chicago-ness
secretive
of
kind of vibe.
speakeasies. And even here in San Francisco, there's a speakeasy you can still kind of go to and it recreates that for you. So I think for me, that's why I love this scent, because it doesn't describe anything real. It perfectly describes a speakeasy. Like if you were to open the door and just have a great time and hear the buzzer go off
Like
and
the time warp,
watch all the gambling tables revolve and turn into normal tables, right? This
I
is
agree.
what that smells like. Like the movie Dick Tracy. That's what this smells
That's
like.
what I was thinking. When we were reading the Tamanu oil breakdown, even how they said there's like that little dirty kind of hit. Like, I don't think they mean it smells bad, like dirty. It's just like am I supposed to be smelling this? Like, there's just something about it that you're like, I don't know what that is, you know?
And let's have a grown-up conversation. With the human voice, when I teach voice, you have to start with your reed, your mouthpiece. The mouthpiece of the trumpet sounds weird.
Right.
The mouthpiece of the human sounds weird. Ha, ha. But you take that sound, no acquaintance be forgot.
It's
the
there.
mouthpiece of every instrument is weird, but without the weirdness, you wouldn't be able to make it into a beautiful sound. That's this. That's this. If they're right, and Tamanu does have a weirdness, Douglas and Fran have used it to craft it into one of the most beautiful songs I've never heard before, and is one of my new favorites. Right. So, Douglas, Fran, and Huxley, we know it's hard as an artist to just start over with a blank slate. Every time I do it when I write music, she does it when she choreographs.
Just
It's
be
hard
brave and
to
go
just
for
start
it.
with nothing. But clearly, after 17 or 18 of these, that is what y'all do. You just start over because this doesn't relate to anything else in your catalog. And
now
I love it.
I want to go to Chicago. I want to get the whiff.
Oh, you would love Chicago.
You know, just like I feel like if that's the scent that you're gonna take
and
from
Chicago would love you.
Yeah, there is a lot of dance in Chicago. I have friends that do a lot of dance.
Alvin Ailey, it's a ton. All right, so it's pretty simple. All you have to do is be a little kid named Ron Santo back in the early days of baseball. You're going to find out at 18 years old that you have juvenile onset diabetes and that they don't really know that much about it. And you are going to resign yourself in that moment to be the first Major League Baseball player to play a full career with juvenile onset diabetes, that you were going to learn as much as you could about it and you were going to help as many people as you could about it. And ladies and gentlemen, Ron Santo, number 10 for the Chicago Cubs, grew up to do just that. And you know what? That's the Chicago spirit. These are people that know how to get their own. So head over to their website at phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com, or even better, do it by way of the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, which lets them know that we sent you, and it gives us back a small percentage of the sale, which we'll probably spend on soap so we can make more episodes. It's at no cost to you, and we would be grateful. Tamanu, I spent some time with you, and I love that this did not start with a cookie cutter scent of anything any of y'all would know. This started with Tamanu oil and then worked its magic around that, which just makes this so mysterious and indescribable other than it fits in that lovely box of, I don't know what this smells like, but it's addictive, as it said, and I need some more. And what a fantastic, fantastic friend to have on your shoulder, because all day you're just trying to keep discovering what that whimsical, delightful thing is that's around you. It never gets old. And the lather? Oh, come on. It's a CK6 lather. It's just my friend, and it partners with the razor so that the blade knows exactly what to do. We can make it sing on your face, which is what I like. And it's really nice that no matter what kind of shave you're in the mood for, a little more water, a little less, and this thing will function at your pleasure. So, hey, thanks Douglas and Fran for the quick release of this one.
Welcome to Messages.
Hey, folks. So Rod and Mandy from Sterling Soap sent us out a set of burgundy to give away to y'all as a giveaway for our barbershop month. So it is going to be drawn, our lucky winner, on January 17th's episode. All you have to do to prepare is be a subscriber here to the Barbershop Duet on YouTube, and most important, send us an email to WeSentYou@thebarbershopduet.com. We're going to choose from those emails. Put burgundy in the subject line or in the email so we know how to get back to you. And best of luck, San Diego. Yeah.
Clearly, we're just going to spend New Year's Eve whipping this bad boy because we've been perplexed by this.
We don't really do a lot of behind-the-scenes glimpses here at the Barbershop Duet, but on our walk today, we do an hour walk every day, we were actually talking about PAA soaps. And we were actually talking about how the variety and the variation is just so amazing. That if I need to smell like a summer peach or I need to smell like a winter Christmas cookie, they have got me covered and in such different ways. And so we're just grateful here at the end of the year, specifically to PAA, because they were one of the ones that started our journey and inspired our show from the very beginning. And Douglas and Fran, this really is a brand new friend for me that I'm excited to have and to know. And the fact that it came out of the projectors of your imaginations makes it even more simple. So, folks, as we end our year here at the Barbershop Duet, we just want to say thank you and be grateful to all of you.
Looking forward to a new year with more soaps and more things to review.
And know that we will be thinking about you, because if there's anything we are reminded by this song not to forget, it's each other. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot in days of old lang syne? Happy New Year, everybody. Have a great 2024 from our family to yours.
Can't wait.
And you'll smell better just watching this.